this is Talk to Basit, and on today's episode, we are with Abubakar Sadiq. Abubakar Sadiq is a tech entrepreneur and he is the founder of Bar Academy. It's a school that is meant to guide and build people in a position that skills that is very important, and especially where language and everything become a barrier. To fill that gap, he founded that school, and also like he is into Web3, teaching people and everything. So actually, even the best thing about the school is in the world where authenticity and like forgery become a thing. So by Academy make sure like the certificate is on blockchain, so everybody can easily get to accredit and know if the certificate is forged or is authentic. So first of all, Abubakar Sadiq, how did you start it?
Yeah, with regards to tech,
Yes.
yeah, I think I've been in this space for more than 10 years, more than a decade, and curiosity led me to the journey. I am this person that I used to go on the internet, search things, learn how they work, how they are, and if I can remember, I developed my first website back in 2009 when I was in SS2, and I did it. No one taught me how to do it with the use of the tools and the resources I get on Google. That's how I begin my journey. Curiosity, I'm always learning every day, and up to today, every single day I learn something new. Yeah, that's what.
Okay, and that is why you want to give back society and who's your
Yeah. I've seen there is a huge gap with regards to these technological advancements. And if you look at our society, we are left behind. So, our vision at Bar Academy is to bridge that gap, bring those skills to the doorsteps of individuals where you can be able to access those resources, whether you like it in English or in native in your local language, and try to assimilate those resources and be relevant, because technology is advancing every single day. Changes are happening fast. Yeah, and you have to for in this 21st century, for you to be relevant, you have to keep learning every single day, because changes. You can see ChatGPT is here.
Yeah, ChatGPT
Yeah.
become a thing that, especially right now, that is free. So people are making, yeah, I'm making a lot of works with it because right now, a work that you will spend days, like ChatGPT will just do it for you in few minutes.
Yeah.
Like talking about ChatGPT, I saw a tweet saying that um, somebody like chat with GPT that 5 plus 5 and ChatGPT confirmed him is 10, and he keep pushing ChatGPT till he confirmed like it's not 10, it's 11. So this thing become people are afraid like AI will become a thing that will take their job. And when you look at Web3, a lot of people are scared. Why? Because the major things that Web3 comes is economic crisis. So people are really scared with Web3 and AI because of a lot of economic inclusion that Web3 comes. What is your take on that?
Yeah, for me, with regards to I think what will happen is a lot of jobs will be irrelevant, but new jobs will be created. That's why you have to keep learning. If, for example, maybe in the near future, people that have skills to use ChatGPT or to utilize ChatGPT and make something out of it will be relevant, because, for example, you want a content creator in your company, and ChatGPT can create that content within seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, so why hire someone to write contents for you? You know, why you have an AI that can do that for you? So a lot of those examples, I think, with regards to this AI thing, um, some jobs or most jobs will be irrelevant. AI will replace them, but people that can
Use the
use the
AI.
AI and utilize it, those jobs will be relevant. And with regards to this Web3, I think when you look at everything, I think that in this space, with regards to cryptocurrencies in general, um, there are scams. And when you look at everything, even religion, every single thing, there are people that will use it the right way, and there are people that will use it in the wrong way. So why people fall for that, for those kind of scams, I think it's because they don't go and dive deep and get the proper knowledge, the proper understanding. It's This is how we do things in our society, or generally in the world. We have this kind of instant gratification. Maybe you are in the tech for more than 10 years, you've been struggling, failing, succeeding, and me, I want to start a journey in the tech, and I want to succeed and become like you in 1 week or 2 months. So that will keep me not from going and learning, extensively on that specific topic. And at the end of the day, people will fall and become victims of scams and all those kind of things. But I believe if we leverage the resources out there on the internet, you can go there. You don't become an expert in Web3 or any field by watching a 1 hour or 30 minutes YouTube video or 2 hours YouTube video. You have to get mentors. This is what I tell people. Like, the resources are out there, but if you get the resources, you should at least, you should, on top of that, you should get a mentor, someone that has done it 10 times, 100 times before, and they failed, they know the loopholes, they know everything, so that they can guide you on how to go and push towards that direction. And I want to touch on something with regards to the difference, because there is this misconception between cryptocurrency and blockchain.
Blockchain.
Yeah, a lot
Exactly.
of people think that when you say blockchain, you are referring to cryptocurrency. It's Blockchain is just like a university, and cryptocurrency is just like a department or a faculty in the
Just part
university.
of
Yeah,
it.
it's a subset. So you can do a lot of things with a blockchain. For computer scientists, blockchain is nothing more than a data structure, and for a layman, blockchain is just like a database where you can store information. It cannot be altered. It's secure, it's transparent, and it has all those, and it gives control back to the people. So that's how it
Yeah,
works.
actually, I like concern what your organization is doing about certification. I saw Stanford did the same thing with Salesforce technology about blockchain, so that at least even like student transfer to other school, they can send their student transcripts directly on blockchain. So there's no way that would be forged or altered. So talking about cryptocurrency and everything, like you were like last year 2022, you are a celebrity on a Hollywood red carpet during Binance Week. How did that happen?
Well, yeah, I attended Binance Blockchain Week, and I think I'm one of the, if not, I don't know, maybe from northern Nigeria, I don't think we are more than five that attended the conference in Dubai. And during the Binance Blockchain Week, there is this Hollywood red carpet experience where you will go in there and you'll do a style. They'll record you a few seconds video. I think it's 5 seconds or 10 seconds, something around that
Yeah,
number.
you do one kind
Yeah,
of Tom Brady
yeah. So
style.
for the 3 days, there is that red carpet experience, and among more than 1,000 attendees, one is going to be selected to be the star of the day. And luckily, I became the star of the day, and I was at the front page of Binance social handles. I'm all over. Um, they awarded me star of the day and some kind of token in BUSD. So yeah, it's a great experience. I represented our company there as a delegate, and one of our UK companies as a delegate, and uh, I get to meet a lot of people. I get to network with key industry players, like Justin Sun, the owner, OCO of Tron. Tron and BitTorrent. I think it's one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the world, if or top 20. So yeah, I participated in that, and luckily I became the star of the day during the conference.
Yeah. So my question now goes to cryptocurrency because, like, people have a lot of issues when it comes to that. People will just feel like, yeah, I can make money using cryptocurrency, blah blah blah. He'll go and take money from his uncle, grandma, and everything, and without proper research, without proper education, he'll just invested it in, and then the market is volatile, crash. Exactly, like the word is non-financial advice. I think we can do financial advice a bit. What is the first thing for somebody to understand when investing in
Crypto.
crypto? Or
Okay, I think what people fail to understand is, when you come to the crypto space, there are a lot of bad eggs, especially in the BSC, that's Binance blockchain, because it's easier to deploy on a token there and put in liquidity or do a fair launch and people contribute to the coin. And at the end of the day, the owners of the token can do what is called a rug pull. A rug pull means, because if you look at it, let me go back to the basics. This is what gives cryptocurrency value. There is what is called liquidity. So the liquidity gives the cryptocurrency value. So when investors are contributing, buying the token, buying the cryptocurrency, the liquidity is moving higher because the crypto market is designed based on demand and supply. The more people buy a cryptocurrency, the more the price goes up. When you hear someone saying that this coin did 10x, 20x, 5x, it means that there is high volume of people that are buying that cryptocurrency. When you see a coin or cryptocurrency going down, it means that there are low people are selling the token or cryptocurrency, for example. So there are a lot of bad eggs in the space. After they try to convince you that this is a legit project and people have started investing in the project, and after a couple of days or sometimes a couple of hours, people start buying, then they remove the liquidity. And if they remove the liquidity, then they'll leave you with nothing. They leave you with numbers in your trust wallet. That's the tokens. You'll see someone, I have um, 7 billion got, and I want it to become $1. And when it becomes $1, I have $7 billion. That's crazy and insane. So for someone to start out in the space, first it's knowledge. You have to understand the basics, how the market works, how everything works. Then after that, before you invest in any cryptocurrency or token, you have to do your own research. Even CZ, the CEO of Binance, who is the greatest guy in the
yeah,
crypto
the
space.
god of
Yeah,
crypto.
after he read anything on his Twitter page, he will write DYOR, do your own research. Firstly, if you want to invest in something, you have to first um, look who are the founders, like who are the behind the project. If you look at that, then look at their roadmap. That's what do they plan? What's the utility? Let me give you an example. There are shit coins. They don't have utilities. What we mean by utility is something that is backing a project. Just like how money works, real money works, paper money works. It's based on every country has its um,
Utility value.
utility. So the crypto market works based on use cases. Let's say this coin is called renewable coin and its use case is based on renewable energy products and services. Let's say this is based on oil and gas, this is based on t-shirts, it depends. So take PNB for example, they have a utility, they have a lot of utilities back in their project, but the Binance wallet, the Binance app, Trust Wallet, they bought Trust Wallet, CoinMarketCap, they bought CoinMarketCap too. It's the utility for you to perform a transaction on the Binance wallet, you have to have the BNB or Smart Chain or on Trust Wallet. You have to have the BNB, and they will take the transaction fees pay on that BNB. That means you have to be a holder of BNB for you to make a transaction. It makes you so it increases the number of people that will
use BNB.
because if you want to use their app or their wallet, you must have that BNB.
So
You get the point?
actually, it
Especially
become the
Trust Wallet.
utility, it
Yeah,
become the value that makes
yeah.
it. If you buy, it's an asset.
It's an asset, yeah. So you have to look at all those kind of aspects before investing in any other project. But these meme coins or hype coins, at the end of the day, if you risk collecting your family money or your friends' money, you'll end up in trouble. I have like 2 or 3 friends right now with cases in court, and it's not good actually. If you want to invest in stuff like that, it's involved risk, but at the same time, always invest where you can afford losing and never invest so much money.
Okay, while you are explaining liquidity, I just remember there is a word that when you are understanding or you are reading about markets, you hear the word whales. Who are the real whales, and like how do you understand whales are behind a coin or a token?
Yeah, wealth are individuals that holds or that have the capacity of buying large amount of a token or cryptocurrency. For example, let's say we have a cryptocurrency that has 1 million supply, and you have the capacity to buy
Well,
50,000. 50,000. That's 5%, right?
yes.
You have the capacity to buy, let's say, 10,000. That's 1%. So you are obviously well because you can accumulate a certain percentage, a certain because 1% out of total supply of a token is huge. Is
Really?
very huge. So you are obviously a well, and so if you have the capacity to buy certain amount of token or coin, you are actually a well, or you are in the project, or you are not in the project. So those are wells. Wells basically on cryptocurrency project are people that hold some certain level of percentages in that cryptocurrencies. And for you to identify a well, for example, everything that's one thing. One thing with the cryptocurrency space and the blockchain space is that um, everything is transparent on the blockchain. So, for example, if cryptocurrency A was created yesterday, all the transactions can be found on if it's on BSC blockchain or Polygon blockchain or Ethereum blockchain, you can go there. If it's on Binance, it's BSC scan or Ether scan on Ethereum. You can go there. You can see the number of holders, people that are actually holding that token. That means people that actually buy the token, and you can see how much tokens are they holding. Then from there you can categorize them based on this is well, this is not a well. But one thing with blockchain, you cannot know who is who.
You just find a
Like
note.
there is that level of anonymous
Anonymity.
anonymity. Yeah, I don't know if the word exists. Anonymity, like everyone has his own wallet address. That's how people are identified on the blockchain. Everyone has their own wallet addresses, and with that wallet addresses, you can be able to figure out. Except if you know the owner of that wallet address, then you can identify who this person is. But you can identify exactly.
So, like, what the impact does this? Because people are afraid when they realize like there are a lot of whales holding a coin. Oh, 3 or 4 whales. So, because mostly when they dump, they affect the market cap of that coin or token. So, exactly like what number of whales is reasonable to add value to the utility of or value of the coin, and what number is like people will feel like they're afraid.
Okay, I think that there is no exact number. The concern comes from people because it's a game of demand and supply, right?
Mm.
And if you look at it this way, let's say the supply is 1 million and you hold 50,000, 50,000, and maybe I hold 100 of the coin. You hold 50,000. And this is the price, this is the market cap and everything. If I sell my 100 tokens, there is not going to be much of an impact on the chart, on the cryptocurrency. But you as a well holding 50,000, 5% of the total supply, if you dump, it will affect the chart drastically. So that's why people are afraid of the wells, but every coin you see, everywhere you go, there are wells, and it's a game of how fast are you, because everyone is there. Even the wells are there to make money. You are there to make money. So it's a game of competition. At the end of the day, some will lose, some will win, some will get money, some will lose money. So it depends on how fast you are and how smart you are and how you think things are going to unfold. One thing people need to look at also is partnerships. For example, if you look at BNB for Binance, you know that it has prospect. You know that it's going to reach a certain level. You know that its value. Sometimes the market comes back, it retraces. The market doesn't always go straight. It goes up, it comes back. So, but looking at the utility, looking at the most followed person on Instagram, Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah,
is a Binance ambassador.
yeah,
Cardi Lim on TikTok is Binance ambassador. And all these big names, if you look at FC Porto, all this, some of the big clubs, they are wearing Binance t-shirts. So that is enough insight to give you, that is enough to give you an insight that this is something that is very tangible and it's going to um, go far in the long run. And there is what is called bull market and the bear market. Right now we are in the bear market. Everything is down, red, red, red.
right, right, yeah.
When it's green, 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 things are going good. People are making a lot of money. Then that's the
Yeah,
bull
that
market.
is when you see crypto brother driving a good car.
Yeah.
So actually, more than in northern Nigeria and some part of Asia, there is that a token or I don't really know what is it, uh, pi, and now there is a actually token that is going in. Also, is not really in the Binance, but in other like markets where you can buy and sell pi. But actually, the people that spend years mining that become like aliens because they can't really dump it in the market. How like do you understand that this token that you mine is really worth mining or it's just a waste of time? You are just maybe they're using and mining your information and selling it in the black market.
Yeah, whether you like it or not, I think one of the innovations that blockchain brings is giving people back to control when it's on the blockchain. But when it's not on the blockchain, then something entirely different is happening. Let me give you an example. Look at Facebook, look at Google. They are they have all our information, they have all our data, everything they have. They have access and they control the world, whether you like it or not. They are ruling the world by far more larger than any country or any ruler in the whole world.
Exactly.
They win, we lose. So when blockchain comes, there is no any central entity on the blockchain that will hold users' information and be using it to do all this kind of stuff that the big giant companies are doing. But on the other hand, if you look at, for example, just like you said, Pi, um, People are mining, pressing buttons on their mobile phone. Of course, you know that something is happening in the background, but they have you have to commend them when you look at the millions of users
Yeah,
mining
the
mining.
marketing strategy is really
Yeah, it's
amazing.
insane. It's insane. They did a hell lot of a good job. People might will commend them on that. And their plans is they don't want to put a liquidity on the Picoin or Pi network, they call it. They want to do this kind of consensus, like people will sit down and deliberate on how the price is going to be like and everything. So they are coming with a different model. If you look at BNB coin, BNB have liquidity. All these coins,
Most of the coins that are in the market
Bitcoin,
have liquidity.
every coin has a liquidity, but they don't want that. And with regards to the Pi coin that is out there, it's not the real um,
Pi
Pi network. Right now, Sadiq, my name is Sadiq, I can go and deploy a Pi coin, a coin named Pi coin on the BSC, on the Binance network. I can go and name it Pi. You understand? So, except if the founders of Pi come out and say, okay, this is our coin. But when you look at it, like for you to able to list your coin on an exchanger, it has to have liquidity. You understand? So they want to do it in such a way that people will accept it. And I believe it's only the government that have power to do that. Like, for example, government should say, if government said that, okay, this is Inera, you will accept it. They want it to be something like Inera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is how they want to make
yeah.
it. But actually, as we said, it's not really a government. So how can they really achieve it? Is that like something doable?
Yeah, for now I can't say, but they have the numbers. They have the numbers. They did one hell of a good job. But when you look at the people in the space and the people mining the coin, you know, there are a lot of people that even don't understand how it works, how everything works. A lot of fake information out there. You see some screenshots, some fake news, some.
Okay, I did a video on my social and I have somebody say he has 5,000 of a coin by nature coin. So like, and he doesn't really understand how he can make it usable or whatever. He's just mining for the sake of mining and he understands people as
But the amount of Pi that is available to use, when you calculate it based on that price that people are saying, it's crazy and
because
insane.
even right now, like the price in the market at last week, I know is 100 and something. The pie that is on the market. So
Yeah, that's not the real Pi.
that is not the real pie. That is what I'm saying. Okay, if that is the real pie, this guy that have like 5,000 mine pie will have somewhere around 1 point something billion naira or like maybe 116 times 5,000 is hell of 100,000 of dollars. Okay, how is that really like where does the liquidity come from? Because definitely that guy will dump it at a moment that Pineapple will become.
Yeah, that's why they are scared. If they are going to put a liquidity, a lot of people from different part of the world that are mining the Pi network are kind of waiting for the Pi to be launched for them to dump it. And you know, when you dump a coin, it's crashed. When everyone wants to dump it, so when they dump it, it's going to die. That's why they are scared. Then they said that they wanted to be, they want to do some kind of consensus, and after they do the consensus, then they give it a price. But if you really look at it from some point of view, you understand that only government have the power to do that. I will give that. Though it's something. If I bring out 1,000 naira right now from my pocket, when you look at it, if I ask you, okay, let's do this, have some cash. Like, what is this?
It's 8,000 naira.
But when you look at it in real sense, this is not 1,000 naira. It's just a piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper. It's the before it's kind of a brick and mortar thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's people that believe to accept it as a currency,
Yeah,
as a mode
even
of
this
exchange.
one by the 31st of January, I will look at it, I
Yeah,
will say old
old
thousand
net.
naira
Yeah, so
because right
it's
now I can't accept because on 1st of February I cannot accept this as 1,000 naira.
yeah. So it's people that actually accept it to be as a mode of payment. That's why. So that's what they want to use in the Pi ecosystem. Like since people agree to use it as a mode of exchange, then it will become real money. But that's not how it works. If you look at it clearly, um, there have to be some kind of government involved for it to be accepted that way. And all the people that are mining Pi are not mining it because they want Pi or they want to accept Pi as a mode of payment. They are mining Pi because they are greedy enough. They want to get money out of it, right? So that's why they are saying that they want to put any kind of liquidity. So for me, looking at Pi network, we'll just see what will happen. But for me, those kind of exaggerations, that price, when you look at the 314,000 something dollars per single Pi, it's crazy and insane. And when you look at it, they even pick the value of Pi in mathematics, 3.142. They took the value of pi. I was like, what
How?
is this? How? So for me, even if pi is going to come out and everything, I don't believe it will ever reach $1 per pi, or it will exceed $1 per pi. Even if it's going to go out like they are, I don't know how they are going to do it, but that's what I think. That's my own personal opinion.
Okay. Let's go back to the thing that you do personally, the work that you do as part of giving back to society. There is events you do annually in Best Lab. Exactly what is the point of because you have done twice.
Yeah, not twice. This the third time.
Third time.
Yeah, the third time. Um, we are trying to reshape lives through entrepreneurship and technology. Um, we have looked at our society, and part of what brings about the Unfold uh, conference is, sometimes when we sit among our colleagues or among other people in our society, when we are speaking or saying things, they would think we are speaking rocket science or something like that. Like, at first when I first started my journey in tech, a lot of people used to think that I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a future. All those kind of stuff because they don't understand what's coming, what's happening in the world.
How is it trained?
It's like the people in our society are kind of inside a box, inside just a room, like without internet, without everything, just communicating with each other and doing stuff. Like they don't know what the real world and how everything works. So we always become consumers of these innovations. People are coming from foreign country, exploiting our resources and opportunities and utilizing it and leveraging on it, making money from us while we are still sitting, getting a penny. Or so we look at all those kind of things and we realize that what's happening in our society is it everything starts with the mindset.
Exactly.
So we say, why don't we create something, a kind of conference, tech conference, and bring on board people that are key stakeholders in those tech space, experts, people that have failed and now they are succeeding or they have succeeded, to come and share ideas with our youth, students, entrepreneurs, startups, and guide them through and put them on the right track. So that's the motive behind the conference. We are trying to mitigate the challenges we are facing in our community, and we are trying to give people the opportunity to explore, learn, and grow because for economic transformation and innovation, because that's the only way we prosper. Every just like Gary Vee used to say, um, whatever industry you're operating in or you're working in or you are in,
In.
technology is going to disrupt every single industry there is. What Amazon did to bookstores, what Uber did to taxis, is going to happen in every single
What
industry.
Airbnb did to
The
hotels.
two hotels. So how prepared are you? And for now, it's clear, and people have started understanding that you have to be relevant. You have to be actively learning in order to be relevant in the changing landscape. Because if not, you'll be struggling, and no, it's not going to be good for you.
Okay. So I attended this year in Best Lab, and there was a pitch, people in pitch, and yeah, I was part of the people that get pitch and become best three. Is there any plan for you to make sure like those younger entrepreneurs who that are coming with their ideas, and is there a way that you think you push them and guide them on building a product or
Yeah. There are a lot of plans ongoing right now as we speak. One of our partners, that's Beta Stack and ZNP, we are working on a conference with them, which will happen this year, mid this year. Um, it's about fintech, and it's going to bring on board the policymakers and key stakeholders and everyone on board to come and push things forward. Then we have the Unfold 2023, which what you mentioned right now. For startups, we are going to have like 5 million naira bounty for the startup that win the competition, and we are going to match make them with these key industry players we are inviting, and um, they will come and be guided and be mentored on how to build their product and scale their products. So we are speaking with FlexiSap of Haris Bashir. We are collaborating with them, and we are collaborating with more partners and trying to push that forward. So what will happen this year, 2023, is going to be bigger, and it's going to be one experience that has never been experienced before in Kano. And they said that like what we are working on right now is going to be massively huge. It's going to so these two conferences are going to change because it's not a small conference no more. It's going to be international standard. Everything. That's what we are planning for this year.
so you are trying to change the environment. Exactly like how did the environment affect you that make you to see how the global standards are and try to bring it down to the everybody in the states and around the state? Because one thing I learned is when Kano change, the whole northern Nigeria change. Like Kano become like the catalyst that change everything in northern Nigeria religiously, culturally, and everything. So, exactly how did Kano affect you, change you to the way you are thinking?
Yeah, for me, I think the way I'm thinking it comes from my curiosity and the ability to always try to learn. Because when you look at how we are brought up, this is how we are brought up. Go to school, get a degree, get a job. That's the mindset. And when you look at it clearly, I said then I, and when you look at it clearly, you are going to school not for the sake of knowledge, just to get a piece of paper. That's the certificate. And you'll see a computer science graduate, chemistry graduate, biology graduate, all those kind of major things. People graduating, but when you ask them to do something tangible on that field they studied, they will not they can't do anything, right?
They just
Yeah,
get there for the sake
you'll
of.
see a computer science graduate that cannot operate Microsoft Word professionally. They are, yeah, you can it's all it's you can see it.
Obvious.
Yeah, so this kind of problems, right now people used to cry there are no jobs, there are no jobs, there are no jobs, and let me tell you something, I swear to God there are jobs. But what's
Every
happening is
single
there is
day
skill.
I see
Yeah,
job openings.
there is this skills mismatch. You know, for me, for you, if let's put it this way. Let's say you have a company and a software development company, and you have computer science graduates, 10 of them, they want to work in your company. and you have one guy that doesn't even have secondary school certificate, but he can code, who will you pick?
I'm not hiring for the certificate, I'm hiring for the skill.
Yeah, so that's what's happening right now. These companies, it's just government entities that are requesting for certificates right now. But all these big companies, these high-paying jobs, they don't care about your certificate. What can you bring to the table? What can you do? That's all they are
You
after.
care about your portfolio.
Yeah, that's what they're after. That's what brings the idea of academy. And looking at our society, there is that skills gap, skills mismatch. We are kind of, our heads are kind of closed in one room. So we want to give people the chance to explore and learn from key experts and key industry players on the platform, and be relevant with the changing landscape.
You said something actually that I supposed to ask and I let it slide by. Why do you choose local languages while teaching people? Like,
Yeah, for us, academy is not just about local language. We are combining both English and local languages. Why is that? Is there are a lot of talented people out there. Some of them even don't go to the university. They want to learn something. They want to be relevant, and some
language.
of this, some it's English is very hard for them
So
to
language
even
become
understand. Language becomes a
a
barrier,
barrier.
right? So we said, okay, let's bridge that gap by doing this content on in English and in local language. That way, you have make the courses more accessible to everyone. If you want it in English, here it is. If you want it in your local language, here it is. And when you look at it, we go to school just to get a certificate, right? But anyone you see going to Udemy, Coursera, Skillshare, all those kind of platforms, they are going there to learn something, to learn a skill, to be relevant in the changing landscape, right?
Exactly.
So there are a lot of people that want to be relevant, but they have nowhere to be guided. The schooling system is old school. It's not feasible. It's not working. I don't know what's happening. There is this educational dilemma. They said curriculum that 21st century students are being taught by 20th century teachers using 19th century curriculum. So everything is old. We are kind of left behind. It's not working. It's not feasible. It's about what you know, how you are going to do it. And if for me, if I am to be asked in the university what should be done, I will say, okay, since you want to do this things, this theory part, first semester should be theory, second semester should be practical. First semester theory, second semester should be practical, so that people understand. And the teachers should not, at first teachers impose that mindset of let me get a good grade, let me get a good grade.
First
For
class,
now,
first
even
class,
first class,
first
second class, whatever class, is kind of bullshit if you don't know something. If you know something, you have the skills and you have the grades, it's really important. It will give you an edge. But if you just have the grades, and when you are being asked this thing or that thing and you can't do nothing, then it's kind of bullshit. Then it's kind of like you steal the answer. And one thing our parents too need to understand, that because our parents don't care about whether you steal the answer to pass the exam, how you did it to pass the exam. What
how
they
you
do
did
here
it
is,
what doesn't matter,
doesn't
provided
matter.
you get it.
You get the grade. So that mindset needs to be worked on seriously.
So actually my last thing I would like you to talk is, as you said about parents and uh, society
Yeah.
need to gear up. So actually my call is to, in northern Nigeria we have a lot of bullshit rich people that they have the money, they have the everything, but investing in youth that have the idea like to do something great is hard thing. Except if you are doing something that they can see the physical product or everything. But Right now, we have a lot of digital projects, but you hear a mother say, "No, he is studying computer science. We want him to be like Mark Zuckerberg or something like that." But actually, a lot of people want that, but they don't believe in investing in people like that. What are your thoughts? Is that we don't understand how to convince our parents or elders in the region to invest in people that have that kind of ideas? Or exactly where do you think the problem is?
Yeah, generally, fundraising for a company or a startup or an idea is hard. Doing it in Africa is even more harder. Doing it in the northern part of Nigeria is hectic, very, very hectic. So, but um, you know, everything has to do with the mindset of our people. When someone gives you 50 million who want to invest in your business, they want to see return the following year, or they want to see um, you to give them their money and their profit back in 1 year. And in the tech space, is entirely different. Sometimes, if you look at the financial project, maybe the financial projection, maybe in the first year you'll be spending, spending, spending. Then you attend break even. Then you will start generating profit and everything. So this mindset of instant gratification, our elders or people don't want to invest in the long run or for the long run. These tech startups have the potential to grow exponentially more than any business out there, more than the physical business we are doing. Look at P-Stack. When did they launch? 2015.
Yeah, actually,
And
they are one of the biggest business.
Stripe bought them how much? $200 million.
And the moment they become $1 billion was.
Yeah, look at Floataway, Unicorn.
Yeah.
Look at all this. If you look at Floataway, I think the they launched after P-Stack.
They launched after phase that somewhere around 16, 17.
Look at the years, just 3, 6 years, 6 years, 5 years. They grow to this stage. Every single person that angel invests in Floater or Paystack right now, they are smiling and they know the value of investing. So in our society, I think there is this kind of skills like gap,
Mindset gap.
mindset gap, and there is this kind of gap. I know there are a lot of people that want to invest in this kind of businesses or tech businesses, but sometimes um, in one way or the other, it's our fault. Sometimes uh, they are victims of other people scamming them. So that's why they are really, really afraid. But I think there are better ways to do it. If you want to invest in this person or person's company, you can even bring your financial officer in the company to work closely with them. The spendings, how they are spending the money, how they are putting. If you believe in the potential, they do their feasibility analysis and all that, they know the market is going to work and everything. Why not invest? That's one of my mission. If I reach a certain stage in my life, I want to become an angel investor or or start venture capital because there are a lot of people, there are a lot of talented people that have the idea, the resources, and everything. The South are not better than us. They are not better than us. Just like they do stuff, we have even better people.
Yeah, actually, some certain times what I realize even here is they just need a proper marketing and guide about media and publicity, because that is one thing from the whole northern Nigeria is really bad at is publicity and things. So you can create an amazing shit and no media visibility, nothing. So you keep uh, pushing, and our people like one thing I realize with our people here is the moment they see things on TV or hear it on radio or saw a billboard and things, they will feel like this is big and they can be ready to be part of it. But we don't have the money because the biggest thing that takes a lot of startup money is media and publicity. We don't have that, and we are failing woefully because you will see a company working for years trying to develop a product, but at the end they will drop it and then go and take a remote job because that is the thing. I know a lot of people that ended like that because there's nobody believe, and the southern people feel like our elders, if they have money, if they didn't trust us enough to invest in us, why would somebody do that?
Yeah, yeah. And with regards to people starting their own companies or startups have brilliant ideas or brilliant products, and at the end of the day, they left it, will leave it and go pursue other stuff. I think we too, as individuals that are creating products, we have a big problem. We have that kind of mindset. You know, it's in the north that someone wants to start business and hold 100% ownership of the business.
Yeah, we don't have
There,
partnership mindset.
yeah, we don't have partnership mindset. There, you can start all these companies. A lot of these companies, you can start them with zero investments. You don't necessarily need money. For example, if all the skills you need to come on board and the partnership and everything, you can collaborate with people that have expertise in those areas and everything. You understand? After you collaborate, it's better. This is how it works. It's better to be part of to hold 1% of a billion dollar company than to own 100% of a $1 million company. You get the point? Or to hold a company, to hold 100% of a zero.
Zero.
So even look at Jeff Bezos. I don't know right now, but I believe he's among the top five richest people in the world, and he owns only 16% of Amazon. Just 16. And the remaining goes to investors, and those investors and those individuals and everyone collaborate and partnered with with him, with the company in general, to push things forward. So if we really open our chest, our minds, and collaborate and work together, then everything is going to be simpler and easier for us to push forward and push our company forward. So we have to remove that kind of mindset. And if you collaborate, you don't know what kind of opportunity or what kind of thing someone will bring to to your business. Yeah.
What is your last word that you can call attention of our youth?
Yeah, from my own end, I think it will be always keep planning, always keep building, you and never give up, because consistency is obviously the key. It takes one thing to change everything, and we should remove that mindset of instant gratification. I want to start something today and I want to be successful tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. You have to fail, get up, fail, get up, and fail, and from there you learn from your mistakes and move on and push forward. And whatever you do, just be technologically relevant, do your own research. And for me, it's okay to want to work for someone, it's okay to be an entrepreneur, it's okay to do what you want to do in life. But I have some kind of level of respect to anyone out there that is trying to build, because it takes guts and courage, and you have to be a lion to be to try to build something, because it's not easy. It's lonely at the top. It's not easy. It's hard. It's hectic. Sometimes you will even cry in your room. No one
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. But at the end of the day, if you are consistent and if you are building something great, then and always try to get mentors, people that are high above you, to be guiding you. Because at the end of the day, if you are doing something all on your own, you might be doing bullshit. You don't even have an idea that this is what you are doing. But having someone that has done it 10 times, 100 times more than you do, guiding you through everything, it takes it will give you a lot of shortcuts, and always implement the method of life hack. There are always ways to do things easier. You don't have to go and be forcing yourself, doing crack, crack, crack.
Yeah, doing
Yeah,
hard work when
doing
there's also way to make
yeah,
it
yeah.
smarter.
Always be smart. Always do smart. Be smart when doing anything. So that's my last message to everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. If you really have to take to this long to listen or watch this podcast, we always wanted to have somebody that share something that we will be one step ahead in their life, because learning is all that matters, and that is why our guest invested in making sure that we have necessary education, that we have even in our own local language. That I'll put the link to their site so that you can go there and learn something new. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you.